Okay, we are at Sam's Agnes Workshop again. Got Raptor 700 seat here, and we have Live C 450R seat right here. And the goal for tonight is to strip these two all the way down to the seat pan, get the seat covers off, get the foam off of them, and then we're going to try to figure out if we can cut these two seat pans and splice them together to get a shape that would be basically maybe a pattern for a mold to get my new seat design for my new fenders that I'm trying to design with Shark Design. They're kind of my partnership here, and I got to get them some money this week, but trying to move forward with that. About got all my parts in for samples. I think I got a couple more to order, but try to get that in the mail to them so they got something to work with. And then if I can get this mold kind of mocked up and they'll fit on a Raptor 700 and have what I'm looking for, that's the goal. Try to get that done tonight. So without further ado, here we go. I'm gonna get this rolling, get these stripped down, and see what we can accomplish. Okay, so I got the seats stripped down to the pan, and sitting here looking at these two, and maybe this is a little better look at this. See, the difference is a little bit different. Maybe I really need to get those both down on the floor. I'm sitting side by side. The rise is actually steeper on the 450. I thought it would be steeper on the 700. Maybe it just looks like that because of the latch at the back. Which that's what I'm picking up, yeah. The latch at the back goes down a little further. So let's do this. Okay, I got my seats here. Got them lined up pretty close to where I think I need to get them split. So basically I got to line up these for the back latch, get it centered somewhat, and then the transition spot should be right there where it's basically in junction where they meet. There, I've kind of got it marked. I'm gonna mark it right behind these seat rests right here. That one there on that line, you can see my little silver mark right here, right behind that. Right, try to cut that there and then figure out where to merge that onto this one. I'll end up cutting this bottom seat cutting it and figure out how to transition this together to make this thing where it needs to be so that it goes together like it should. So next step is to give it a cut and see where we're coming. All right, next portion of the video, I got my two seat pieces cut. This is what we're looking at. This is kind of what I've mocked up here. And you see, that's a pretty good fit. It's probably not too bad of a mock-up right there. All right, now my plan is to probably do some zip ties, drill a few holes, do some zip ties, pull it together, and then maybe try to resin that sucker together. But this is what we're looking at. This is what I'm trying to do. This is going to be part of the solution to my design. And once I get this kind of situated the way I want, maybe I'll have to ship these pieces with my stuff to Dubai as well for this seat. But that's what it should look like. I mean, that's almost to a T what that should look like. The front portion from the 700, the back portion from a 450. I think that's pretty innovative. And we don't have to change that subframe at all. If we can figure out how to get this molded, and that's leaps and bounds above where we were before. So that's what I've got, and we'll keep working on this and see what I can come up with to get these molded together, whether it be with resin or zip ties or what. Probably start with the zip ties and then resin it right there in place on that seat, and then we'll have to trim the resin away after I get her molded together like I want. So stand by for the next update. We're working on it. Okay, we got the next step here. Got the foam kind of cut out and mocked up. This is what it should look like. You know, obviously that's some damaged old foam, but that's the idea. That's what we're looking for. So here we go. Just one more step. So the next thing I got to do is get that bottom plate molded together. So moving on. All right, so we got this siliconed up. Let this dry tonight. We'll go get some resin tomorrow so we can solid this up. We'll get this flipped over and pour some resin on top of it, and we'll have a seat mold ready to go. And if you're wondering what the bottom of it looks like, here's what we're looking at. A pretty good view of what I've done here. I think that's going to work great. It looked good on the sitting there on the 700 frame, and with the gas tank and everything, fit like a glove. So I think I'll have a good mold and get this thing ready to go, get it shipped out to my engineering team so they can see what I'm doing, what my vision is, and just keep this thing rocking along. Looks like I'm making some pretty good progress. So I even got this, as you saw earlier, I got the foam even cut out, and it's pretty rough. It's kind of chewed up because it's off of an old seat, both of them. Yeah, pretty chewed up, but that's what we're looking at. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's a good design, and when we get these plastics figured out, I think we'll be rocking and rolling with something pretty awesome that'll make the Raptor 700 even that much better. I really believe in this project. I've wanted to do this ever since the YFZ 450R came out. I'm a big 700 fan. I love the 700. I love the torque of the motor. I think it's a very dependable motor. very simple to work on. It's easy to adjust the valves. You don't have to deal with shims. You don't have to take the cams out to adjust the valves. And it's really just a really fun four-wheeler to have. And I don't care whether you just got a stock one. I enjoyed the hell out of my stock one before I put the long travel suspension on it. Out here in the desert, the long travel suspension was pretty much a must just to even try to keep up with dirt bikes, because it would just wear you out without it. But been a great machine for me, and I can't wait to get this build underway and show this thing off. Like I said, I've got all the stuff to do a build. I've got a motor, I've got, you know, of course I got a frame. I mean, I've got everything to do it. So we're just going to get after it, and let me know what you think in the comments here. I'm going to post this video tonight and let everybody see what I'm doing. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on the next video.